Greetings everyone and welcome back. This is Marco from Sala Marozzo, Friuli, Venezia, Giulia, and today we're going to give you an update on the superior fencing gloves we've been using for the past couple of years. As I said, a couple of years ago we bought a few of these superior fencing hema gloves and we made a bit of a review to show them to you with the promise to update you if things changed, and well, things have changed. Now these are my own and I don't use them much, so they are still in pretty good shape, but even if I've been using them very little, they are still falling apart in some places. And that is going to be the theme of this video. These gloves are unfortunately falling apart. Not as fast as the last batch of Red Dragon gloves we got that started falling apart basically immediately after we got them. These have been lasting a little bit more, but still too short of a time, too short of a usage to justify the price and justify them falling apart. Once again, these are my own and they are very lightly used, but they're still showing some tear where the plastic plugs under the fake leather are, and they're kind of cutting through the fake leather itself, and between the thumb and the other fingers, the gloves are starting to tear apart. That is the major flaw in the construction we have noticed and we've been dealing with these gloves. This area specifically falls apart really quickly. The seam bursts and there's not really much material between the thumb and the other fingers, so here it tears apart. The other major failing point of these gloves is the cuff, the elastic band that keeps them tied to the rest of the glove. It's kind of frail and it has broken in many pairs. We have repaired some, and some they're tore apart so much we haven't been able to repair them. Especially because the stitching is on the fake leather, and when that breaks there's not much material to work with to repair them. Another point of failure are the plugs under the fingers. Sometimes the stitching comes loose or breaks, and sometimes the plugs just fly away off the finger itself and get lost. And here are a few other clips of some of the gloves we have and how and where they are broken or are breaking, so you can know what to expect. Most of these gloves we bought for our first-year students and for people who don't have their own protective gear yet, so they can practice and use them freely. So we can say that they see a bit more of a rougher use. Now, these are not cheap gloves, so they shouldn't be breaking this fast. The first failures we had roughly after a year, and with how much these cost, it's not good. The major issue is that most of the times we are not able to repair them because it's impossible to stitch them back together. Well, that is the update, and unfortunately is not a positive one. We are already looking for different brands and different alternatives to these gloves for the next few years, but as we know, it is very hard to find good, proper hema gloves that don't cost like 200, 300, 400 euros. Well, that would be all for today. As always, if you have any questions or suggestions for new gloves, feel free to leave them in the comments down below, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.